Welcome back to the Hurry Up Podcast, presented by Hoop Good Media Group, powered by TriStateFootball.com. Be sure to follow us on all social media at HG Media Group. Like and subscribe on YouTube at Hoop Good Media Group. Got a great guest today. It's week 8, and we have Summit Country Day coach Mark Hafner joining us. His third year as the head coach at Summit. Been there 8 years. Started as a defensive coordinator, taking over 3 years ago. So we'll have a nice talk with Coach Mark Hafner, and we'll do that right after this. Yo, it's Lamp, and guess who's back in the game? After a little time on the sidelines to rest and refocus, Lamp's Lab is stepping back onto the field, and we're coming back stronger than ever. We've leveled up our guests, and we're bringing that same energy you love with a whole new edge. It's comeback season. So whether you've been with us since day one or you're just joining the squad, now's the time to lock in. New episodes dropping soon, so follow Lamp's Lab wherever you listen and get ready, because we're officially back in the game. Mark Hafner here with Summit Country Day. 5-2 on the year. You got 3 straight dominant wins, I would say. How's your team kind of been effective during this win streak?
So defensively, we've just played lights out. Our kids have really bought into the system and are taken to the coaching that they're getting from the defensive staff. We're really finding the right places to be, and then now we're finishing plays, whereas before we were in the right spots, maybe not finishing the plays, but now we are making great tackles. We are getting 11 hats to the football. And that just kind of sets our offense in good positions. And then, our offense is ready to roll. They're understanding the designs of the plays, what to look for. My coaching staff has just done a great job of getting these kids prepared.
Okay, and you starting conference play this week with Roger Bacon. What kind of challenge do they present, and what's the key, to getting the win this week, starting conference playoff on the right foot?
Yeah, Roger Bacon presents a lot of different challenges for us. They're pretty big up front and bigger than we are, but we've tried to show the boys that we can still get good blocks, we can still do what we need to do, and like last week was a big one for that. North College Hill was a lot bigger than us up front, but we were able to still kind of either get good run fits or give good pass protection to get us in the right play and get the job done.
And yeah, their quarterback Bubba Smart, he's having a pretty good year. Have you seen anything different from quarterbacks you faced this year from him, or kind of the same, or how do you feel about playing a dynamic quarterback like Bubba Smart?
So yeah, we've I think last week kind of helped us with that, being able to understand good accurate quarterback where we need to be and making sure we're reading our keys, getting in the right spots, and making sure we have great coverage. The secondary this year has played lights out. Corday Williams has done a great job. He's tied for the league with 6 interceptions. And our strong safety, Dylan Mittens, a sophomore who's just taken to that position. He didn't really play much defense as a freshman for us, but this year he's really taken well to the strong safety position. And then our corners have played lights out as well. They've had great coverage on the outside receivers, and we've just been able to make plays when we need to.
Yeah, I was just going to go into your defense more. Only about 10 points a game you guys are giving up. And as you mentioned, Corday Williams, Alex Bajoric also tops in the league in interceptions. And also, I want to talk about one of your leading tacklers, Sam Reeder,
Yes.
98, 98 tackles on the year. What can you say about him and kind of those other guys I was mentioning too about how they performed?
Yeah. So Sam has been a 4-year starter for us. Played inside linebacker, and he's that coach on the field. When I was the defensive coordinator his freshman year, he's he's helping me, with the checks we need to make. I've never really been a first year player giving them the ability to make those checks, but he picked up on it so quickly that towards the middle of the season and his freshman year, he was making all the checks on the field for us. I could give him the game plan of the things that we wanted, and if I maybe called something thinking they were going to do one thing, it came out in a different formation, and we had a check for that. He was spot on. And he's always been that way. He's got a nose for the football. He takes his time and does everything that he should, with watching film and prepping for the game, so that on Friday nights it's just another day. He knows exactly what he's doing. So yeah, he's been such a huge asset to this program. Alex Bajork is just that little athlete that, like, he gets after it. And he's another one that takes the time to prep, and he knows where he's supposed to be, when he's supposed to be there. And then Braxton Austin finally got a pick last week. And that kid, I tell you what, he couldn't have started that game against North College Hill any better. Returning the opening kickoff for a touchdown, and then the first play, getting that interception, for returning it down to the 10. I mean, we were a minute 15 in, and we were up 14 to nothing already. And I just, that kind of thing, just, our defense has really set the tone for us this year. And the coaching staff on that side of the ball has just coached their butts off and gotten everybody ready to go.
And your offense, you've been very balanced this year, uh, running the ball and passing the ball. Is that something you kind of saw coming into the season that you guys could do, or kind of just something that's kind of flowed naturally? And how's that led to you guys' success being so balanced?
So we were hoping to be a little more pass heavy, but at the same time, when you have the people that you have, you got to adapt your scheme to fit what you have. And the two dynamic running backs we have, Dylan Minton already mentioned, and then David Poignard Jr. That he's only a freshman, and he has just shown so much ability already. Those two, and they're so selfish. Like, it doesn't matter who's running the ball; the other one will block for the other one, and it's just a really great thing to see when you don't have to coach those things. These boys took to that so quickly, and just helped out with that. So our run game is finally kind of developed. These first couple years as me head coach, we have not really ever been able to run the ball. So being able to do that now, and it just sets up our passing game, making sure we're getting the right reads for the particular scheme that we had called.
And finally, like I said earlier, starting the MVC Scarlet, um, 3 tough games. How important is it to obviously get off into a strong start because it's only 3 games, and what it would take to win the division?
Just as I told the boys, we have to just keep getting better every week, and that, I mean, I know it's an old cliche, but exactly what it is. We have gotten better every week. We had a little slip up, and then with Saint Bernard, and then now we're just trying to keep getting better. The thought is, what are we doing today to make ourselves better, and then what are we doing on a Friday night to make ourselves better and keep this ball rolling. And that's all it's going to take. We just got to put in the work, and eventually, we will reap the rewards of our hard work. And that's going to be the tough part, is making sure that we keep on getting better.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, I appreciate your time today, and good luck this weekend against Roger Bacon and going forward these final 3 games.
Yes, I appreciate it, and thank you for this opportunity.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks for watching the Hurry Up Podcast. Again, please follow us on all social media at HG Media Group. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube and share with your friends. We really love what we're doing here, and we'll have some more great interviews next week. And we'll see you next time.